Oh, are we?
We suck.
Have we been live for several minutes without realizing?
No, seconds. But
Why does this never get any easier? We are. We're live. Hey guys, sorry about that. Jesus Christ, we're a mess. Man, raise your hand if you feel personally victimized by 2024 and you're ready for it to be over. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're just bound to have technical difficulties. It's just had to happen. So are we, first things up, are we vertical or are we horizontal?
we have to be vertical. I don't think we put it
I
for
was-
horizontal.
Just at this point, just do whatever the camera.
Alright.
All right, guys, we're hanging out vertically today. So hopefully you are on a mobile device, or if not, hopefully it looks correctly for you. Okay.
Man, we suck.
we suck. No, we don't.
No, we
we don't
suck.
suck. We just. I promise we practiced this, and it doesn't
suck.
matter. Well,
up,
anyway, what's up, y'all? We hope that you're doing well. We're excited to hang out with you tonight. It's been a minute since we hung out with everybody. Let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. So far, I'm seeing saludos from Mississippi. Where else from Seattle. Where's our people from Chicago? Chicago here.
Cicero.
All right. Well, we got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to catch up. And while we do, we want to see where you all are tuning in from. This is always fun to see what part of the world people are hanging out.
Y'all notice the contrast? I'm wearing a hoodie and she's over here. Where are we going?
Where are we? Where are we going? We set up a goal, so this should be super fun. If we get 10 super chats, we will reveal where we are and where we're going. And if we don't reach that goal, then maybe we'll just have to wait until the next video for you all to find out where we are and where we're going. First things first, I hope there's not too much background noise. If you can hear the overhead, it's because we're at the airport. We are really early for our flight because it got delayed. We're early anyway, but it got delayed, so we got some extra time, and that means we get to hang out a little longer. So hopefully the background noise is not too bad, but if at any point it does get annoying, let us know in the chat, and then I'll just do something like this. I'll put a little casita over my chest.
We should be good though. We should be good.
Hopefully we're good.
Saludos to Ohio, Georgia, New York,
Texas.
Austin, Roswell, San Antonio,
South Bend, Indiana.
Cholula.
Cholula?
Portland. Yeah, Cholula, Mexico.
You think they meant Cholula?
I don't know, man.
I didn't know there was a Cholula.
what's
Dallas,
up,
Portland, Tijuana, Florida.
Boricua, saludos to
Mexicali.
Tijuana, Atlanta, Georgia, South Bend, Indiana. Oh, nice.
PEI Canada, what's up, guys? San Miguel de Allende. Philadelphia, I like how you spelled Philadelphia with an F.
Germany, wow, cool. Saludos all the way up
Saludos
to
to Germany. Is it early morning there?
Yay, we got. Thank you, Sean.
Sean Sakai from Dallas sent in the first super chat. Thank you,
Thank you
Sean.
all so much. Don't forget to look at the camera, baby, because you know.
Sorry, I know I'm looking down here because the chat's down here and y'all are up there. All right, Los Angeles, Vegas, baby. All right, Florida. All right, guys. Keep chiming in. We love to hear from y'all. We're gonna jump right in because we got a lot we want to catch you all up on. So I'm gonna pull this up right here. We're gonna go over the changes in our lives that will impact the channel. We're going to answer some questions, so feel free to ask questions throughout. We'll make some time for those towards the end, and we will, of course, get to as many as we can. We'll try not to blabber on too much, but there is a lot.
We love to blabber. I love to
There's
blabber,
a lot
so
we need to catch up on.
I'll blabber with y'all.
You notice that we haven't been on as regularly as we used to in the last few months because things have been so crazy.
Chaotic, disastrous,
This whole year really has been a challenge, and while I'm thankful for all the milestones we've reached this year, I'm so ready for 2025. 2025 is my year.
It sounds so
Cliche.
yeah, to be like, oh, next year, new me, but yeah, we're ready for you, 2025.
Somebody's freezing their booty in Toronto, sending you warm vibes.
If any of y'all have like seen what the Chicago Bears season is like, that's kind of what same season we're going. Lots of hope and then it all just
It comes
collapsed.
crashing down, collapses on top of you. You're like, what is going on? What did I do to deserve this? We got a class clown in the
Go ir a La
chat.
Esperanza for me.
Yum.
Let's catch you up. Let's go. Let's get
Let's
started.
start
Let's get
it.
this going.
But before we do, shout out to Cindy Kawa for the next super chat. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, so where are we in life? What's going on? We've entered year 5 in the YouTube channel, which is amazing,
Wow.
exciting.
Year 5?
Yeah,
we're entering.
We're entering year 5. Yeah,
Dang.
we've completed 4. We're starting the 5th, and it's just been a crazy, wild ride with leaving Chicago. I think we may have several new subscribers, so let's do a really, really fast summary.
Dang, we're entering year 5 and we haven't hit my goal. I realized I had a goal that every year should be 10,000 subscribers, and we're not even at 40 yet.
I am amazed and grateful that we are at the 30 something that we are. I honestly,
I am too, but a goal.
I don't look too specifically at the numbers. I think it's great to have built the big community that we have, but I am all about quality over quantity, and the people that we do have here, y'all are wonderful, y'all are fantastic. So it's really amazing, honestly, to have thousands of anyone participating and joining us in this journey. So that's really cool. Thank you all for being with us and entering year 5. There are only bigger and better things to come.
Sean, thank you again. Thank you so much.
Sean, he sent another one. He really wants to know where we are and where we're going. Thank you for the extra Christmas gift, Sean. Do you want to give a super quick summary for anyone who might be newer? Where did this start really fast? So we started in January 2021.
Oh, that, yeah.
We left
in January 2021. We left Chicago. We got to Veracruz. We spent 2.5 months in Veracruz with my family. Then we moved on to Oaxaca, Chiapas, Cozumel.
Basically, we did travels throughout Mexico, living nomadically for solid, I think, 2 years. Is that what that lasted?
And then the third year in Mexico City, right? But we've been able to see 22 out of the 32 states in Mexico, yeah. I don't want to mess with that up.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is where we're at now. It's been quite the journey.
Don't forget, we spent 5 months in Colombia.
Man, girl, just hate.
Hold up. Oh, no, I'm just filling in. See, this is why...
I'm confused. This is why we mess up on the videos.
This is why it looks like I interrupt him in the videos, and while sometimes I do, it's because Kevin goes like this, and I'm like, wait, can we get back to the point? Let me bring you back. And so in the editing process, so I get it. It looks like I'm an interrupter, and sometimes I do, but most of the time, it's because somebody...
I suck sometimes.
No, you don't. Don't say that.
Let's move on, baby.
No, he just gets off track and on a tangent, or just forgets that we got more to say. Point is that after we spent a few months in Colombia, which we love Colombia as like our second or third home, we decided, the universe decided to offer me a job in Mexico City. And so that's how we got to living in Mexico City for a year. It was supposed to be much longer than that because it was a permanent job offer that came with a lot of drama, and they ended up rescinding the contract while I was working for cash under the table, which was illegal, but so there's a lot of drama that happened with that. There's a lawsuit in there, so somebody asked that question on Instagram, am I still suing the university over my job? Yes, I am. So at some point we had 2 lawsuits going on. If anybody remembers that, we had a lawsuit going on in the US, a lawsuit in Mexico. We bought a house in February this year because it was just a big dream of ours to have our own house in Chicago. Whether or not we were going to be there full time, out of the question. At least for now, we're like, my mom needed a place to live, and that was important to us, and we couldn't do that because that house had squatters. Remember that? Remember that? Like if it was so long ago? No, it's not long ago at all. It's still very fresh in our minds because that process took the entire year and so much energy and stress. I feel like I aged another 10 years this year because of both of these 2 big issues.
Luckily, physically, you can't see it. We still look young.
I try to hide the physical part, but man, that was just so unfortunate. Long story short, we put the details up on Patreon for our Patreon members. If you want like the the dirty details of all of that, we go into detail on Patreon. But just for the short story, that really only came to a conclusion very, very recently, and I'll tell you what happened. But first, that was part of the reason that we decided that once our lease in Mexico City was up, we needed to go be in Chicago. So here's your first big reveal, is that we are not in Mexico and we are not in Chicago either. So our lease ended August 31st.
Yeah, so we left August 31st, and we were living in Chicago from September 1st.
Up until just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So 3 months.
What day are we in?
The 15th.
Oh, jeez.
So
Until January
we were in
15th.
Chicago for 3 months, but here's the thing. We went to Chicago not knowing how long we were going to be there, because we need to be there to see the end of this squatter situation. It was an eviction process. We had to go through court, the whole thing. And so we just need to be in Chicago until that ended. And then that finally came to a close just I want to say days ago, when really it was a couple weeks ago. All right, I've been talking for a while. I want to get back to
Want to see some messages?
Catching up from
Just real quick, we got our message recently that our feed is crappy.
Oh,
Let
no.
us know if it is, so we can try to adjust the Wi-Fi.
Where do you see
or
that?
something. The very
the very
last
end.
one.
Okay.
Oh.
Fine end. Okay. Hopefully it's not too bad, but if it continues to be choppy, let us know.
See some funny messages.
Yeah. All right. All right. So why are we leaving Mexico? We will answer that question. Stick around. We will get to that. As someone asked, are we selling our furniture? Well, because we moved out 3 months ago, we did in fact sell most
of
things.
it. Yeah.
What we didn't sell, what did we do with that?
We started up with some company in Mexico City, or
storage.
Mexico storage. They came, picked it up, and charged us by the volume, and they took it somewhere we don't know, but we have access to it whenever we want to come back, or we want to ship it out somewhere else. Well, that's kind of started. It was kind of hectic because we were on vacation, we came back, and just packed up everything and
In a week.
moved out in
a week.
5 days, 5-6 days, and it was crazy. We kind of didn't know where to go, what to do, but we just ended up packing it up and leaving. So it's been wild. It's been a wild roller coaster since February 13th. No, actually since January 10th, 2024.
That was the day that the job drama began.
Yeah.
So we stored the refrigerator, we stored the bed, the couch, the laundry machine. So the really big things that we knew we would need eventually. The smaller things like desk, table, TVs, TV singular. We sold as much as we thought made sense. Put the rest in storage. Gave away all of our plant babies, and then headed to Chicago with not knowing how long we're going to be there. We're like, okay, there's no way we'll still be around in Chicago by November or December. We'll be gone before winter, because I don't do winter anymore. I'm sorry. But it turns out that everything just kept dragging on and on and on, and we were there well into December.
Yeah. I want to send a shout out to the Chicago Bears Mexico group in Mexico City, because they helped they helped us sell a lot of our stuff, like our TV, our air fryer, a bunch of stuff. So thank you all so much. Saludos.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If anybody caught that, I almost gave you an eye roll because I thought you were going to shout out to the Chicago Bears, like the team.
Nah, dude,
and
they
I'm
suck.
like, really? I'm like, they've let you down so much. You were really about
It
to.
sucked. Nah, I don't know.
Greetings from Colorado. Hi. All right.
Gary, thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat. We're getting closer and closer to that goal. All right. Okay, hopefully this feed still keeps getting better. Somebody said, I saw a sneak peek on Instagram stories, recognize the airport, but won't spoil the surprise. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cece. Good job. Jet lag. Thank you,
you
Jet
all
lag,
so much.
for the next super chat. Someone wrote, go Notre Dame. Got more football fans in the chat.
Or just Notre Dame to school. Touchdown Jesus.
Okay. All right. So, moving on. So, we talked about how we moved out of Mexico City, how we went to Chicago, finally helped my mom move into the house, guys. That was such a dream come true, to give her a home, a place, and finally just be done with one legal drama. So, one lawsuit in the United States closed. We can close that chapter, finally feel at peace. The other one, where I'm suing my previous employer, which is a U.S. university. I don't know why I never mentioned their name. It's not that I'm protecting them.
You shouldn't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But the point is, that is still in limbo because there was a constitutional or Supreme Court strike for a while in Mexico, and that stalled a lot of cases and things. So probably, hopefully back early in the new year, they can pick up my case again and we can finally move forward. But there was talk of settlement very early on, so I don't know. We'll just see how that goes.
Hopefully that chapter closes in 2025.
Yeah, I'm ready for that to go too.
We don't like lawsuits. They suck.
No, but
Just drag on.
they're part of life. When people screw you over, like, I know the universe will take care of itself, but I also like to help make sure that the universe does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. After these things, I know one person already knows where we are. We felt like, okay, well, what do we do next? It was really hard to plan for the future because, one, we didn't know when all of that was going to end. Number two, we sold our thing. We put some things in storage. We decided Mexico City was not for us. And really, Mexico City, we never intended to live there.
Never really wanted to live there. It was just an awesome opportunity for us to gain some capital, build some capital so that we can build our future dream home / business / coffee shops, everything. So we're like, screw it, let's give it a shot. You know, everything
It was a
felt
cool
like
job in international education, working with universities in both the U.S. and Mexico.
Jenny was like the poster child for it, so I was like, let's do it. Let's try out Mexico City. Everybody loves Mexico City. Let's give it a shot.
And we did love it. But I will say that our health was not the best. So one of the questions we got on Instagram was, what are the 3 reasons that we decided to leave Mexico City? Number 1 for me is health. My health just did not do well. Combining the pollution with the altitude was just not very, very good for me. When I spoke to my rheumatologist, he mentioned that altitude can make fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome particularly more challenging. So if I didn't have those health challenges, I'm sure I would love the city more. But I just didn't feel my best when I was there.
The irony, though, because you saw a fibromyalgia specialist in Mexico City. That's one of like the top
He's been the
specialists in the world.
The best fibromyalgia doctor I have seen throughout my journey has been in Mexico City. So I know that we were meant to be there. You know, it's for the time that we were.
Yeah.
Reason number 2, I would say that it didn't have a beach. The ocean.
No, everything is just, it's kind of like, it's hard to access like public things that we'd like to do, like
commutes are challenging.
No, like we wanted to go to a pool and you have to go through this whole like process to go get a physical, get a doctor's appointment to join a pool, or pay $120 to join a gym that has a pool. Like some of those things that seem so simple are so difficult to get access to in Mexico City. If you want to go play tennis, you got to go to like a private club. There's no like public things anywhere. That was, for me, was a big turnoff.
That is true. There were a lot of private things that were surprisingly difficult to access. Swimming we bring up because doctors and physical therapists have been telling me I need to swim for a long time for my health. And then just we like to be athletic, we like to do other things, but they're either really expensive or just hard to get into.
Yeah, it's like very close communities.
It's hard to break into circles.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that would be probably number 3 for us, right? Like the third one would be like it's hard to close into a circle and have like your community. I mean, break into a circle and like make a community out of the people. There's like 22 million people, and it was kind of tough for us to make friends, especially like maybe in the neighborhood that we lived in.
It was because of the neighborhood that we were in, because we weren't in the neighborhood where all the foreigners lived, and then a lot of the Mexicans in our neighborhood were very closed off to their neighbors. Like it's just very big city living. I think if we had lived in a more centrally located area, we were closer to Coyoacán. If we had been closer to like the Romas in those areas where more of the foreigners live, it would have been much easier to have a social life.
But the reason we chose to live near Coyoacán was because your job was
closer
in between the university
mm-hmm.
and between Roma, so we figured it would be a good middle point, right? plus it was like healthier there. I felt because there's more oxygen thanks to viveros and all the green space with the university. So
So it was nice.
I felt like it was as healthy as we were gonna get.
Yeah, we loved our apartment. We lived so close apart. And we can go into the weeds and the details of what we did like or what we didn't like about living in Mexico City. That could be a whole video on its own. If you all want to see that, let us know. But for the sake of moving on and catching up with the chat.
Hold on, Todd, Michelle, thank you so much. We haven't thank you for the super thanks. Thanks so much.
How many is that? I'm not keeping count, but
it's five or six.
Okay, awesome. Somebody asked what zona or colonia were we? We were in Coyoacán. I'm blocking this just in case the overhead gets
I think we're good.
Someone asked, should I have not backpacked to Juchipila or Zacatecas? Do you believe I should hold off before I travel there from Guadalajara?
I don't know. You were recently
Where's
there.
Juchipila?
I don't know.
I'm not sure where Juchipila is, but Zacatecas is tough. If you're going to the city, fly in and fly out. I'm not a fan of taking buses in or around the state of Zacatecas. Both for terrain reasons and for safety, like medical safety, related safety. So I don't like that idea. I personally don't very much like to go, and that's where my family's from. So unless there's something family related going on, I tend not to go.
But Zacatecas, the city, really nice.
Well, somebody asked, when the university paid you in cash, was that the first red flag for you regarding the job? It was probably, I think that was the first real red flag. But just like when any relationship is new and when you're really excited about something, you kind of just gloss over these weird things and focus on the good
honeymoon
things.
Stage.
The honeymoon stage. So yeah, when they said, oh, your contract's not ready, it should be ready in a couple of months, so we're gonna start off by paying you cash. And I go, oh shit, okay, sure. And then they started shortchanging me. They were paying me less than what was agreed upon, and I was like, wait a minute, something weird. So that was red flag after red flag after red flag.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for your support on that. Everything's clubby. Going to tennis courts. Okay, cool. Commenting on that. Did we feel any sense of classism in Mexico City? It's probably where I've seen it the most.
For sure.
Everything was about status. And when we went into some sports clubs just to try to join like a regular gym, one sports club prided themselves, and we no longer require our patrons to wear all white to the tennis club. And we're like, is that supposed to be I don't know what that's supposed to be, but okay. I guess at some point they used to require people to wear white, and that just felt weird. Colorism, what about colorism? Not overtly, but it's just one of those things that is woven deeply into the society.
I mean, I had this funny situation where we went to a restaurant and some people walked in and saw me and thought I was staff. But this restaurant, I had gotten up to put hand sanitizer and I had gone up to the counter, and then this guy came up and he was like, hey, go call the owner for me, go get him. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, go get him. Tell him so-and-so is here. I was like, I don't work here. He's like, oh, I thought you did. It was just awkward. It happened twice, right?
Awkward moment, yeah. You were standing close to the counter, but you weren't behind the counter.
So I don't know if that's colorism or not, but it felt like it.
Subtly, yeah. Subtly. Yeah, for sure. My Mexican dream. Oh, I love that handle. Thank you so much for your super chat. Feliz Navidad to you as well. Kyle's heading to Guadalajara on Thursday. Any restaurant recommendations? Off the top of my head.
Kyle, the Egyptian people have their stand back up.
They do?
Yeah, I was texting with, they texted me the other day.
They texted you?
Yeah, it's because we go to Guadalajara and we like to go to Colonia Americana, and there's an Egyptian stand where they sell all these delicious burgers, pitas, and they have
we went recently for that Dia de Muertos theme park, and they weren't there anymore, so we wrote to them and they said, we're not here, but we'll let you know when we are. And I'm shocked they actually let you know.
Yeah, they texted me like 2 weeks ago letting me know that they have a new location, so I'll send you that location.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Or I'll post it on the eBallet Travel.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
cool.
that spot, the burgers, oof, so good, so good. What else is good in Guadalajara? A bunch. Jericayas?
Jericayas. Have the jericaya, which is like a custard or like a creme brulee, like a Mexican creme brulee. Love it. Somebody recommends La Magdalena in Guadalajara. Very cool, very cool. All right, moving on with the updates. It's been a year of challenges. I know we're not the only ones. I know you all have also been going through. So whatever it is that you all have been going through, I hope that this end of the year is peaceful and that next year is much, much better for all of us. All right. So
I think we're up here, no?
we are, let's see, sorry.
Right here.
Trying to find where we were before. All right.
So what are we doing in Chicago, right?
That's right. So the last 3 months in Chicago, we didn't tell you all we were there because we were just ridiculously stressed with what we had going on. We wanted to go to that theme park in Guadalajara for Dia de Muertos. So we went, but right before we had planned to go, my uncle suddenly passed away. And I flew to Zacatecas with my family. Kevin stayed behind to take care of some things with court. And then we met up in Guadalajara, and neither one of us was in the right mind space to go to a theme park or film. So we thought maybe a few days at the beach would help. So that's how we ended up in Acapulco at the very last minute. So if you saw our Acapulco video, it was very basic. We really didn't do much.
Because Acapulco wasn't very relaxing either. I felt like, I don't know, it just felt different. The vibe was a little off for us. We were off too.
I think it was more us.
So it just, I don't know.
Yeah, so Acapulco was weird for us emotionally. We went back to Guadalajara because I still really wanted to try going to that theme park.
And we did, and even that was tough to film, but
it was
the
amazing.
theme park is beautiful. If y'all get the opportunity to go to the Dia de Muertos and the Christmas one, the one that's going on right now.
It's called Calaverandia, and then the Christmas one now is...
Navilandia?
I thought it was called Navilandia, but I think it's GD Luz, GDL Luz. Like,
I don't know,
but it's great. Look up festivals in Guadalajara.
It's really nice.
Anyway, we came back to Chicago just to wait for these people to move, waiting for our moment to swoop in and change the locks, to make renovations. We nos pusimos de albañiles, so we were doing carpentry work. Kevin was ripping out carpets. We were painting walls.
This was like right before Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving happened. No, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, these people left, and then we like swooped in and just 3 weeks of nonstop, like 14, 15-hour work days. Me working and then painting, cleaning, patching up walls, taking out carpet. Like it's been the last month has been like a roller coaster.
Crazy, yeah.
But heavy. So we're like, what do we do now? Once we're all said and done, once Jenny's mom's moved in, which she got moved in like
then
a month in.
Then we took a breath and we're like, so where do we do? Where do we go?
Like, our lives is just like, wait, so
okay,
we
can go back to being ourselves.
Smacked us right in the forehead, like, what's next?
So we're like, well, we need to ground. We need to ground. We need to get back to being ourselves. We need a vacation, first of all. And we're like, what do we do with the Volaris pass, so the annual pass? We're able to fly anywhere Volaris flies, internationally within 72 hours or nationally within 24 hours, and just pay the taxes and fees for that flight. So we flew from Chicago to Mexico City for about $32. Thank you.
It was about $65 for both of our trips. And then we got a luggage, and the luggage was $120.
Yes, the luggage is more expensive than our flight.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I mentioned that because it's a really convenient way to fly if you have the flexibility to fly last minute. We're not made of money or anything, so we use these things. We pay the one-time annual fee of like $350 or $400 a year, and then boom, we fly cheap. But we flew to Mexico City as a layover. We did not stay there. So any last-minute guesses of where we went before we reveal? And while you guess, I'm going to catch up on how you all are doing in the chat.
So to answer some of y'all questions, yes, we do have the Volaris Pass again. We renewed it. We need an updated video because we learned how to manage that Volaris system to get it to a way where we know when there's going to be flights available.
And we want to share those tips
because in case you want to get it. And I think it's worth it, but you got to be a backpacker. Because paying $120 for a freaking luggage is a ton of money.
Yeah, paying for luggage sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pamela, for your well wishes. All right. Someone asked, is Acapulco safe?
I can't tell you that, but I can't tell you I felt safe there.
Nothing.
They have a
Nothing
lot
happened
of
to us.
no.
Nothing happened to us.
It's just
It's just not the safest place, but it's fine to travel to. Like it's there. They have resorts, even if it's just like any place. It's a place that you want to be more cautious, not flashing anything. Maybe a little extra than other places. But right now, I think Acapulco has a lot of not catching up, bouncing back. Like they have a lot
they
of
need a renaissance.
they have a lot of damage to recover from. They have a long road to recovery. Really, is what I want to say. Do we have any real estate agents? Sorry, unfortunately, we don't have any real estate agents. We found our apartment off of Mercado Libre, which is like like a Latino Amazon type of platform.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, okay, I am catching up here. You all are on fire. If Mexico and US had the same cost, would you still choose Mexico? I know I wouldn't. As much as I love where my parents were born, it's not what I've expected. Or maybe it's just in Tijuana. If they had the same cost, I would still choose Mexico because of weather, because of culture, food, people. Access to health care here in Mexico has been fantastic. So if it was the same cost, yes.
Like if it's all going to be the same and there's better culture, better weather.
Better
We
food.
come from Chicago, so I think anybody has better weather. No,
Yeah.
not really, but.
Let's see.
Any suggestions on couple swinger spots in Mexico? Sorry.
I wouldn't know. Swingers, that's cool. All right, someone's guessing Peru. Someone's guessing Colombia. Oh, someone asked, would we get the Volaris credit card to get the free bags? At first, I don't want to think about more credit cards, but I think I'd be willing to look into it in the future if there's a way to combine the annual pass with the credit card.
Yeah, that would be clutch.
I don't know if you can combine them. You know how it's like.
If you can combine them, ooh.
If we can, we should look into that and then mention it in the video to see if it's possible.
Ooh.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Somebody guessed North Korea. I like that guess.
I don't.
Wait a minute, North. Hold on, sorry. I thought they said South Korea for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a funny guess. And funny that I fell for it.
Shout out to Torreon, Coahuila.
Yes. All right. Someone asked, in Mexico City isn't safe?
It is. I felt really safe. I mean, there are definitely pockets, neighborhoods you can't go to
Right.
or shouldn't go to.
Right.
But it's relatively safe. Yeah.
Someone said East Korea. Very funny. Very funny. All right. We're very close to revealing. Did we reach our goal yet? I don't think we've reached our super chat goal yet. So I don't think we're allowed to share yet.
Let's say, so let's tell you. So Volaris flies internationally to the U.S., Mexico, Costa Rica, Salvador,
yes.
Honduras, Guatemala, Colombia, Peru, Panama.
Volaris surprisingly flies to a lot of places.
I think that's it, right?
Yes, mostly Central America and then like northern South America. I will say we took 3 flights to get there, to get to where we were going, and we are about to take our 4th flight tonight. Right.
Damn, for real, that's been a lot of flights.
So I want to talk a little bit about Puerto Escondido because I know we get a lot of questions about that. So those of you who've been with us for a little while, you know or might recall that we love Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca. We love it so much that we decided to buy our little slice of heaven in Puerto Escondido, and we bought some terreno, a slice of land that we plan to build on someday. We want to build a home, a business, a bed and breakfast, eat by the travel hostel. Who knows what exactly this will look like. I love the idea of a cafe because we love coffee, but who knows? Or a place to dance. It's a place to come.
We want to build that community that we love to travel to and to have around from other places.
So that is
It'd be perfect in Puerto Escondido. I'm actually sad we didn't get to go to Puerto Escondido this year. We've been to Puerto Escondido ever since we left
Every
Chicago.
year we have been
Every
going.
year we've been going, except this year. Wow, I'm reflecting. These things are coming
Yeah.
up, and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah. So that's still chill. That's still absolutely the dream and the goal for sometime in 2025. Why didn't we just go from Mexico City straight there? Well, now you know why we had to go to Chicago, unless you've just tuned in and you're gonna have to watch the replay. We needed to go to Chicago first, and then we thought, well, now we need a vacation. If we go to Puerto Escondido, when we go, we're gonna start building, and that's gonna take work, and it's work I'm excited for, but I'm not ready to get to work yet. I need some winding down time.
We've been working.
Yeah, so we're like, why don't we go somewhere where we can be ourselves again, put the eat and the baila and travel, back on the eat, baila, travel. And wait, I'm like, while we're at it, why don't we just do another whole chapter of backpacking with a luggage, with a checked bag. Yeah, okay. And take one last hurrah of traveling, because once we start our project in Puerto, we're gonna be there full time for a minute. I mean, for a long time, because we're committed to making whatever it is we make great, and inviting you all to come visit some days and come stay with us. But before that, I was like, there's still some places we want to go and we want to see. Like,
before we get there, I want to say hi to some family that's on here. I'm sorry, the HD kind of like HD. Tio Angel, hi Tio. Hope everything is well. To everybody that helped us out in Chicago, I want to say thank you as well. To my brothers, to my mom, my dad, and Jenny's family. Thank you all so much for, helping us out in Chicago, because without them, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish everything too. I don't want to say it's just, it was a terrible year, but we did love spending a lot of time with you all back in Chicago. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it, and I say it from the bottom of my heart. Gracias. And with that said, sorry, I had to get that out.
It's okay. No, I'm glad you did. I wasn't about to reveal it anyway, because I'm reading. Angel, is that is it tu tío?
I hope, yeah. I heard some shout outs.
He's guessing un Kevincito, una Jenny chiquita.
Yeah, surfer Kevincito.
That's very kind of you all to wish us con una bendición, with a little blessing, but we're not there yet. We are not there yet. Someone said that we're taking a ferry from is that San Diego to Puerto Escondido and back. Okay, good
That's
guess.
That's a great plan.
Thailand. We went to for our honeymoon. This was before our vlogging days, but Thailand.
Awesome.
We love. Eat by la clap here and there. What does that mean? Oh, this? I don't know. Oh, looking forward to a michelada. We'd love to have a michelada with you, Bill Baker. That'd be super fun.
We throw it down with some micheladas,
That'd be so fun. Oh, you're funny. Okay, we're gonna. Not gonna read that. Sorry.
All right, let's just do it.
All right, getting
Thank you all
into
so much.
Thank you guys. I'm not sure whether or not we reached yet, but I think I'm ready to share. I'm ready to share anyway. So, you want to start by sharing where we are right now?
We are currently in Santa Marta, Colombia.
So anyone who guessed Colombia, you are correct. Colombia to us is just one big breath of fresh air. The people and the parties, they're just phenomenal.
The weather, el ambiente, la comida. It just feels like this is the place where we like to come and kind of like refresh, regroup.
And we don't even have to try.
Recharge our batteries.
I feel like I don't even have to try.
Just comes so natural, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we ran into some friends along the way, Karen and Dave, who might also agree.
Shout out to La Karencita and Dave.
Yeah, we ran into them here in Santa Marta, and we had like this whole conversation about how this place is just, for us at least, it's just a place where we come and re-energize, we build communities here so fast, make friends so fast, and we decided that Colombia for a little bit would be our good next step. But it doesn't end there.
It doesn't, because like we said, we're at the airport now and we are flying somewhere today. Can you guess what's next?
Where we going?
I was gonna sing the song.
Cali, Pachanguero.
I don't have a voice, but yes, we are going to Feria de Cali to our beloved, como si fuera mío, beloved Cali, Colombia, for our favorite salsa festival ever. We're really excited to spend another Feria de Cali here. Like, if you happen to have seen our Feria de Cali video previously, it is just an outstanding, huge salsa festival, the biggest salsa parade you've ever seen, and the most phenomenal dancers you'll ever see in your life. And I just want to watch people dance. I want to dance. I want to listen to music, and I'm so excited.
2024, I could probably count the times that we went out dancing with our fingers, my fingers, and like we're about to like make it all up for the whole year in 1 week.
One, because I didn't have the energy. My fatigue was really particularly bad in Mexico City, and it was just to make any 40-minute commute to go dancing, to dance for an hour or two, and then still make a 40-minute commute back home. Like, it just wasn't feasible. And then in Chicago, we weren't going out anywhere. It started getting colder and darker and expensive.
Well, Chicago, you got the opportunity to start swimming and like
I did.
regroup.
I was
like train for swimming, and it was really good for your body. Actually, Chicago was a good transition for you. I think. And it's not that Mexico City doesn't have a good dancing scene. They have an amazing dancing scene. We just live far from it.
We did. We lived
and that
far.
was tough. It was tough. But there's a really good dancing scene in Mexico City. So next time we go as tourists, or maybe we get another opportunity to live there, we'll move closer to the places where there's salsa, because there's good dancing.
And that is a question that we get a lot, and I'm going to pull them up on Instagram, because a lot of the question is, if you were to move to Mexico all over again, or do this all over again, if we were doing Mexico City all over again, I would live more centrally. I loved Coyoacan, but I realized how important our hobbies are to us.
Yeah.
So we do need to be closer to them.
To dancing.
So I would.
It's like Roma, right?
Or Narvarte, different neighborhoods. Yep. Someone asked, but how about in general? If you were to move to Mexico again in general?
Like Mexico City, or Mexico?
Mexico in general.
Man, just be prepared for noise, to be honest with you. There's us Latinos in Latin American countries, we're so noisy, you know? So, yeah, so be prepared for that. Be prepared for just a lot of movement, a lot of people, just so much. It's different, you know? Like, we're in Chicago these 3 months, and like, you drive around places and there's nobody in the streets. It's just chill. The malls are dead. Mexico City, the malls are filled up with people. Like, no matter if it's Christmas or not, like, Christmas, it's filled up. The social life is very active. Like, there's so many people out there. So I think just be prepared for that. It'll be very different, you know. And I think that's what makes us feel at home in Latin America, really. And just be ready.
Someone asked, what's the hardest part about moving to Mexico, and did we feel safe?
For the most part, I felt safe. I would say 90% of the places we've been to, we felt safe. There's some moments where, I don't know, you know, you get that, but it's like any other place in the world, to be honest with you.
The hardest part, remember you earlier?
What was
the hardest part about moving to Mexico is figuring out where to find doctors at first. When you're like, if you're sick, or how to figure out the things you need, like, how do you say in English, like, find your place. Like, you gotta figure out where your resources are. Google is great for that, and the internet is great for these things, but it takes some adjusting.
Especially if you have like specific needs, like fibro, right? You're not gonna find a fibro doctor in every city, or specialist on that. So just little things like that. And what you like. I think that's why we love Puerto Escondido, because, you know, there's the beach, there's the ocean. I don't know so much about doctors there yet, but, you know, everything that makes us feel healthy and happy, like in terms of the community, is provided in Puerto Escondido. Somebody said, please give a shout out to Chicago, my friend. Here it is. Shout out to Chicago. I love you all.
Shout out to all
Who is
our
this
people in
person?
Chicago.
Jeffrey Giovanni Saludos. I will no longer wear Bears, White Sox, Cubs, Bulls, none of that apparel.
Because the teams just let you down.
Teams just suck. We're the worst city in the world for sports, so we're just gonna represent my flag everywhere.
Someone's asking, what are your plans with Oaxaca? So I think they mean, what are our plans with our land in Puerto Escondido in Oaxaca? The idea, like we mentioned a little while ago, is to build a home and a business, to build a bed and breakfast with a pool, hopefully. I know the beach is right there, but it's always nice just to have the calm and quiet space there. What's it called? A cafe. A place to dance.
Yeah.
So that would be super fun. Saludos to New Mexico. Cali is crazy right now because their soccer team just won a few minutes ago. Oh, wow.
Really?
We're going to arrive tonight, so hopefully things aren't too crazy.
If they played in Cali, they might be crazy.
Will we try to see the rest of the Mexican states, or was that a little side quest that you feel is over? Ooh, good question.
That's an awesome question. No, I still want to see all the states.
Mexico, we are not done with you.
Yeah, we need what? A couple of states: Sinaloa, Chihuahua,
Sonora, Baja California,
Norte, Tlaxcala, Colima,
Tabasco, Campeche. I think that might be all of them.
Really?
No?
Tamaulipas.
Yes. So we still want to see all of Mexico. We're not done with Mexico. We just figured right now is the best time, now that we are not tied to an apartment, our lease is over in Mexico City. Now is the best time to go and see different places that we haven't been able to visit yet.
And one of those places, which has been a dream of mine for a really long time, is Brazil.
We want to go to Brazil, which we have been to before, but we went. It was like such a short little trip many years ago, and we loved it. We want to go back and we want to see a lot more of it. So we're going to Brazil. I would love to go to Argentina. Should we go to Chile? Should we?
We're going to Patagonia, right?
Yes, go see the glaciers in Patagonia.
Yeah, after Colombia, our goal is, it's happening. It's Brazil. I look forward to it. You know, once we get to Cali, we're going to start working out, dancing, getting fit. Because the first time we went to, or at least me, the first time we went to Rio de Janeiro, it was like, I walked into the beach and everybody's all fit, like the grandmas and the grandpas, and like their Speedos and like swole bodies.
Rio has the most attractive people I've ever seen.
I was like, oh geez, I gotta go fit. So I'm gonna start working out, you know, getting all this Chicago pizza out the way, because
we did eat a lot of it.
We got some fat going on, some extra blubber going on here. So I look forward to it. We leave on February 8th to Brazil. And I look forward to it. We're gonna go to Carnaval. Ooh.
Yes, Carnaval in Brazil is gonna happen. I hope that's the plan. But we don't have much of a plan after that. These are just ideas and things we would like to do. Should we venture out of South America? There's still, there's a whole world to see, and there's no way we're gonna get to all of it. But why not try? Why not try?
Your sister's in South Africa. Maybe go to South Africa. So
go visit my sister.
Go over the pond.
Yeah.
Like it's back close.
I know, you're funny. Saludos to San Diego, to David.
John Hernandez, thank you so much.
Ooh,
Shots
John
on
Hernandez.
you. I will promise you to send you one for Christmas Day.
Pásame la copa.
This ain't no shot.
We're gonna pretend it's. Cheers. Thank you.
By the way, some of y'all are wondering how we have signal. We have an AT&T plan that allows us to have signal throughout the whole Americas through the same plan, cell service. So the Wi-Fi here actually stinks. We're at a lounge thanks to Kyle and Isela.
We learned how to hack the lounges at the airports.
Which we're gonna link up our credit card that we use for our priority pass up here. So when you see this video after,
if you're looking to get us.
You're looking to get, access to lounges, which have come super handy, especially right now in a crowded airport. We have this nice little chill area where we get to work and do things. And sometimes they have food, free drinks, massages, and The airport in Bogota had a sleeping room, a theater.
And it
was
comes
actually really cool.
included, these access to these lounges comes included with certain credit cards. So if you're looking to get one, we will link our referral link so that you get a boost and we get a boost.
Yeah.
So that would be really cool. So
Betty.
We'll be posting that on the replay and in the comment afterwards. Sorry, go ahead.
Gracias, Betty. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I'll give you the millennial heart and the, what is it, Gen Z heart?
And then this one. Dave taught us this one, the Asian heart. He still doesn't get that one.
I mean, too old for
You're
that.
old. Betty's first super chat on a live stream. How exciting. Thank you, Betty. Tony, welcome to the party, bro. You're late. Did you bring the beer? Because that's what you have to do when you're late.
Yep.
Just kidding. Where are we moving to? So Tony and for Tony and everybody else who just arrived, we are in Colombia now. We are headed to Cali for Feria de Cali, the best salsa festival to ever exist. And once we get our salsa in, we're gonna chill in Colombia for a little while, explore some more things, share these amazing things with you all. If you haven't seen our previous Colombia videos, I highly, highly recommend, because that'll give you an idea of what we're so excited about.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be going to new places. This week we were in Santa Marta, but it was vacation and we didn't vlog anything
Santa
at all.
Marta's beautiful,
And
though.
it's wonderful.
It deserves a really good vlog.
It does. So we're going to come back someday in the future and do it right.
Santa Marta was nice.
But yeah, we won't get that from us right away. After Colombia, Brazil, after Brazil, could it be Argentina? Could it be Chile? Could it be Japan? I don't know. I really want to go to Japan.
I just trying to go to Brazil. I don't care. I'm excited for Brazil. The whole world. It's so massive. You can go to the rainforest. You can go to all these beach towns. Oh, I look forward to it. Acai, unlimited acai. It's like $15 a bowl back in the U.S. and Brazil, because it comes from Brazil. It's like $2 or something like that.
Wow. I'm so excited for all the acai.
Herman Kaur.
See, look, that's how you do the Asian heart. See? Thank you for helping me teach Kevin how to do the Asian heart.
That's weird. Whatever.
Kyle says he should get the kickback on the credit card referral.
We'll link Kyle's
we'll
link.
Kyle's referral link.
No, Kyle
Very
spoiled
funny.
us, yo. He taught us about all this lounge stuff, and
All
we've been
right.
lounging everywhere.
By the way, if any of y'all speak Portuguese and want to help us practice, we could use some practice buddies.
Send you my number, we can FaceTime.
Amalfi Coast sounds amazing. Thank you, Fabian, for that recommendation.
What's Amalfi Coast?
That's in Italy, baby.
Oh.
Yeah. Take me. Take me.
Brazil, man.
Okay. Once we go to Brazil, this guy's not going to want to leave. I think
No.
that's going to be a problem. Yeah.
Start playing futebol.
Right. This guy learns 5 words in Portuguese and all he wants to talk about is futebol.
Futebol.
Thank you, Betty. We wish you a happy 2025 also. Cece says, your video sent me to Cali and I'm forever girl. Oh, I'm so glad you went.
What?
She went to Cali and
No,
Querétaro.
we'll be in Brazil. Yo, hit us up.
Oh, hey.
We'll party together.
That's awesome. I would love to meet up with friends in Brazil. Let us know. Write to us on Instagram. Maybe we can work something out. That'll be really cool. Well, you guys, I want to say how grateful I am that you all choose to spend some of your Sunday night with us. Really, it's been a tough, because of the tough year, staying on top of the YouTube work was extra challenging. I think emotionally I wasn't always there or ready, and
Physically, too.
yeah, and physically it was, has been a challenge for years, but then emotionally this year was even more of a struggle. But seeing encouragement and excitement, like you all are so motivating. Every time you write to us, whether it's a comment or a like or a share, all those things that you all do with us on this channel, that helps us grow, that helps motivate us. And I just want to say how grateful I am that you spend your time with us and that you help make these adventures so much more fun. Because half the time I forget that we do things. I don't know what it is with my memories. Kim's like, yeah, remember we did that thing? And I'm like, what? Thank God there's video evidence that I lived that experience. I can watch it and go, oh yeah, that totally happened. But there's something called brain fog with fibromyalgia, and I forget a lot of things.
And it makes us happy when y'all comment that y'all checked out the recommendations. Like right now,
Yeah.
somebody said they had a torre de mariscos de paseñito. Dude, wasn't that so good?
That's my
Wasn't
favorite
that so
thing.
delicious?
That was my birthday
It's
cake.
the best torre I think we've ever had in Mexico. Like a lot of places have it, but in La Paz, ooh.
It's a seafood tower. Torre is a tower, so they do a tower of seafood. And it's the best one we've had.
That's another goal of mine. I like to live in La Paz. La Paz is dope.
La Paz almost stole us away from Puerto Escondido, I'm not gonna lie. And someone did guess, someone thought, didn't you buy property near the Sea of Cortez? And that's a good guess because we did really, really love it there. What is it? Every time we go somewhere for my birthday, we fall in love. That's what happened with Puerto Escondido. We went for my birthday.
Dang, we're going to Brazil for your birthdays.
We are. Not us accidentally buy a house there. Right? We almost bought a house in Cali once, remember? The last time we were in Cali, when we were there for months, we only went for a month and then somehow stayed for 5.
And there was a nice offer, and we're like,
It was an amazing house that we wanted to turn into a hostel. And the seller backed out. Otherwise, we could have
been broke.
We would have all of our money gone.
Then we wouldn't have been able to buy a house or whatever. So.
Right, then other things wouldn't have happened.
We ain't rich either. We're like, are you sure?
We just go, hey, that looks cool. Let's figure it out. But we don't always figure it out. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Anyway.
But yeah, thank you all so much for the support. It's been an amazing year with you all, especially with you two. I'm very proud and happy of the content that we've been able to create this year. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort to make good controversial videos, make good, videos that
at least thoughtful
unite
things.
people.
Thoughtful
We like to be, thoughtful of so many other things that are in our daily lives that we like to put out there, and it takes a lot of love, effort, and thanks to you all, we le seguimos dando, porque no nos rajamos y le seguimos echando ganas in order to be able to provide this content for you and for us and for whoever is interested in the Mexican American experience in the world. So that's what makes us most happy to keep going. So thank you all so much. We appreciate it. If y'all want to talk smack on our videos, go ahead. We love it. Go ahead. It's all good. Just comment,
Okay. I don't know about that.
It's over.
It's fine.
It's over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Se acabó la pila. ¿No?
Oh.
Oh, no.
What?
Are we done?
Are we done?
Did we kicked out?
Are we still here? Kevin says it died.
Oh, no, it didn't die. We're still going.
Oh, we're still going. See? We're ending like how we started, with technical difficulties. Well, we'll close that out there regardless. Los queremos mucho, se cuidan, se bañan y nos vemos en la próxima.